Before the program is over, somebody is going to be $3,200 richer. Hello again, everybody. Lance Russell and Dave Brown all ready to go with another big championship wrestling. And boy, that's for real right there. $3,200, David.
16-man battle royal. Each of the participants put in $100, and then the promotion matched it. So
right.
$3,200 is what we have here for the winner of the 16-man battle royal.
Let me put that back in the bag right here. We got our security right by, so we're going to put it away. Go ahead.
All right. Also today, we have a couple of standby matches, but in addition to that 16-man battle royal, we have a Southern heavyweight title match. Don Bass is going to be in here, the singing Cowboy, and he is challenging the king, Jerry Lawler. Southern title on the line right here today.
On the line, boy, I'll tell you what, there's a couple. The Battle Royal and the Southern Heavyweight Championship. Is that some television, or is that some television?
I think you're right. It should be a good one with that 16-man battle royal. I'm really interested in that. When you start with a ring full, you got a lot of interest going. By the way people are eliminated is either thrown over the top rope or pinned. Either of those will eliminate a wrestler.
Don't you think when they know that there's $3,200 waiting for the winner of that one, there's going to be some scuffling going on?
Yes,
we got some standby matches. Depending on how our time goes in there, we will, in fact, have enough to complete our entire program. We're going to take time out so we can get started on the big Battle Royal in just a moment. They got $100 invested in this and can win $3,200, so they all showed up.
They are all here. Total weight in the ring right now is right around 3,600 to 3,700 pounds. If you add them all up, 16 of them, all going for $3,200 in cash. That's what goes to the winner. We'll try to fill you in on some of the people who are involved, or on all the people who are involved in it, as referee Jerry Calhoun gets set to ask for the bell to be sounded. And here we go. We've got Jeff Jarrett, Rocky Johnson, Mark Starr. We've got Stretcher Jack Hart, the Thunderbird, Phil Hickerson, Ed Mattox, Tojo Yamamoto, Moondog Spot. Pat Tanaka is in here. The Superstar, Bill Dundee, all battling each other. Over the top rope or a pin will eliminate an opponent. They start with 16 and they'll battle until there's only one left. And that one man gets $3,200 in cash. Ed Mattox being worked on by Billy Travis. Moondog Spot has just grabbed him. Rocky Johnson has Keith Eric in the air. Keith Eric is eliminated. Thrown out by Rocky Johnson. So now we're down to 15.
Travis just nailed Moondog with a shot in the corner.
Jeff Jarrett working on Paul Diamond across the way.
Who is this? Alan West and Tojo and the Thunderbird have back here in the corner. 2-on-1.
Got a double team back here.
Billy came over.
All right, Ed Mattox is out. So we're down to 14. There goes John Paul out of the ring.
Mark Starr almost had Pat Tanaka gone, but Paul Diamond saved him from behind. There goes the Thunderbird.
Thunderbird out. Alan West now out of that corner, out of the problem he was in with Tojo and the Thunderbird. Rocky's got Pat Tanaka up in the air. You see him right in the middle of the screen. Look out, Diamond and Moondog Spot. Stop that before Tanaka was eliminated.
We've seen nothing but over the top rope, Dave, but a reminder, it can be by a pin. Dundee has got a hold of Billy Travis in the corner. Hey, only one man can win the $3,200, so they're going after each other as the opportunity presents itself. Moondog Spot working on Jeff Jarrett, and that's a natural outgrowth of the troubles they've had. Now it's Paul Diamond and Jeff fighting his way back. Mark Starr just got glommed by Phil Hickerson. Wham!
Billy Travis just got hit in the throat by Bill Dundee. As you pointed out, it's everybody against everybody else here. Alliances don't mean much. There's only one winner to this thing.
And you know, the thing about Battle Royals, Dave, you and I have seen enough of them to where some surprising things happen in there, and surprising winners, guys that you would say, well, they're a favorite to win it. You have some major upsets in Battle Royals. Who was that?
That was Mark Starr, just eliminated by Tanaka.
Mark Starr gone by the board as Pat Tanaka, with a little help from Jack Hart, got him out.
There's a cover by Phil Hickerson on Jeff Jarrett. He only got a 1 count, though. Jarrett is still alive.
Look at it!
Stretcher Jack Hart just thrown over the rope.
Diamond is about to go out. Billy Travis and Bill Dundee trying to get the big Canadian kid out. Yamamoto over the top rope. And Bruno just got tagged by Billy Travis. Look at the Bruno. There goes one of Bruno's hopes. He was dumped out of there. Jeff Jarrett pulled out behind him. He's out. They take it off right down there on the floor. Jarrett and the Moondog. While in the ring, Rocky Johnson goes for a pin on Yamamoto. Moondog slamming Jeff into the desk over here. We'll grab the money and look out. Down on the floor. Travis up in the ring is dumped over by Paul Diamond, and Billy Travis was talking to Billy before, and he was really figuring he might have a good chance. Will Hickerson and Rocky Johnson both bail over the top rope.
They eliminated each other.
Bill was putting him, and Rocky held on and took Bill right with him. There goes Alan West. Down to 3, Dave.
Paul Diamond, Bill Dundee, and Pat Tanaka. Diamond and Tanaka, tag team partners. And he almost got a 2 against 1 situation here.
Well, yeah, he does have a 2 against 1 situation. Dundee scoots in between them. And Bruno is already counting the chips as he's got 2 of his men, the prime time, Tanaka and Diamond. And look at that Dundee go. Tanaka wheels him in the side, catches him with a right, and another one. Tanaka popped him with that side kick. Dundee down.
They're going to cover. Counts 1, 2. Oh, Tanaka picked him up at the 2 count. Are you believing this?
Whether he had him or not, but that was stupid.
It certainly was.
I know it was, but here's what I heard of. I don't know. They talked to us a while. I understand these. But if it bees that way, sometimes it don't be that way.
He did it again. $3,200. And you know Bruno's going to get his piece of it if one of his boys wins it. There's a cover by Diamond. 2. And he picked him up. Look at Bruno. He's having a fit. Bruno is telling him, pin him, pin him. He's having a fit on the floor for $3,200.
What are you guys doing? What are you beat him? Beat him. I never put my whole life just about him.
Pat Tanaka, Paul Diamond, they've got Dundee in trouble. And Billy is covered again. 2. And he kicks out this time. Bruno's telling the referee, will you count? Did you forget what 3 was?
Well, Diamond and Tanaka obviously feel there's no way they can lose this one. They picked Billy up from a 2 from top. Well, it looked like a 3 count anyway. 3 times. Hey, Tanaka. Dundee jackknife to the Memphis dominant. They have just blown $3,200. Bill Dundee gets it.
$3,200. Bill Dundee in an impossible situation. Tanaka are right back on, Billy, but he is the official winner. He's got the, Diamond
Bruno's got
grabs
the
it.
money.
Come on, Bruno. Bring the money back. Diamond takes the money away from Dundee and pitches it out to Bruno. Well, Diamond and Tanaka. Here comes Big Rocky. Hey, come on, Bruno. That money doesn't belong to you guys. You stole the money. That belongs to Dundee. Yeah, don't fees that way sometime either. Hey, Jerry. Dundee's going to go get his own money, and he's got Rocky right after him. Bill Dundee is going to go down as the official winner of it, even though for the moment they ran off with the money in that, Dave. So he ended up with a great move to end up. He got rid of Diamond where he could roll Pat up into the pin, 1, 2, 3, and then Diamond rushing at him. He beals right over
his own
the top.
momentum.
Yep,
yeah.
Takes him right over the top.
It was a great move by Dundee, and just, well, not very bright of Diamond and Tanaka not to go ahead and try to pin him when they had the chance. 7:36 the time. The Superstar wins it.
Boy, oh boy. We got more action. A Southern heavyweight title match coming up in just a moment. Evansville, Wednesday night Coliseum. Brother, I love it because of the action that takes place, and this week is certainly no exception in there. Downtown Bruno will have a busy night come Wednesday.
Okay, first of all, finally I get to get that big baboon Bubba, that thorn in my side. I get to get rid of him because the Earthquake's going to smash him into the dirt in Evansville, Indiana, in front of all them stinking ugly people who I hate so much. Then prime time, baby, is going to defend them titles against Bill Dundee and Rocky Johnson. These two guys are legends, see, but I like to think of myself as an iconoclast. And for goofball rednecks, it means a legend destroyer. They're going down 1, 2, 3. We're going to keep the gold. And then Moondog is Jeff Jarrett, right? But I heard he got Big Bubba as his manager, right?
Oh, yeah, Big Bubba.
Well, let me tell you something. I want to see Big Bubba's manager's license. I get a license. I am a manager. He's just a big goof. He don't belong out there. I'm going to see to it. And if he is out there, I got something on my sleeve that he's not going to affect the outcome of that match. And I'm sure that's what Jeff wants, see? Because he knows he can't beat Moondog on his own. Because just like 42 Kane Boulevard, a punk with bleached blonde hair like Jeff cannot win. Ha!
Well, that's Downtown Bruno's big story about it. Going to be an interesting night in particular because of the main event. No tag elimination, no 6-man tag or 4-man. I'm talking one-on-one, you and Jerry Lawler facing each other in the ring.
Let me tell you something, King Redneck. I am everything that your mom ever told you about people like me. I used to wake up in the project and wonder what sucker I was going to slap upside the head to get my lunch money. And let me tell you something, it looks like I'm going to slap you upside the head in Evansville. I'm going to be on you like white on rice and everything that ain't nice. Like a collar on a dog, like ham on a fat country hog.
You heard from Brickhouse Brown. I can tell you on the other side of the fence, we'll try to talk to Jerry a little bit later on. That is going to be a confrontation. Personal dislike all over the place. Wednesday night, Evansville. Okay, we're coming up with an AWA Southern Heavyweight title match as Don Bass.
Oh, I'm sure proud of this, Lance, baby. When I found out I'd get the championship match, I got in that gym and I pushed them weights. I trained, I ran, and I'm ready to take it today. Boy, I'm so happy to be here.
I wondered where you've been. I haven't seen you but about once in the last 8 months. You've been out of action for a while.
Well, Lance, you know, I got other things I do in life, too. Have you heard about my recording contracts, singing?
No.
I'm one of the best singers around. As you know, I'm one of the best wrestlers around. I'm one of the greatest singers of all time, too. And I write songs, too, baby. Shut your mouth.
You're a singer.
That's right, baby. I'm a singer. One of the best singers in the business today.
Well,
Cut right here. I'm ready for this match right now, baby. Where's he at?
I knew about, we're going to get to the Southern Heavyweight. I knew about your wrestling career, Don, and have known you for a long time. I have never heard of Don Bass being a singer. You can sing.
Yes, sir.
Well, I tell you what, we've got just a minute before the match. Would you rip off a song for us, please?
What are you trying to say, Lance Russell, that I'm lying or something I can't sing? Before a match like this right down here, so important to me in a championship match, huh?
I
Are you trying to lie?
I know you can wrestle, but the singing
Hey,
career,
listen,
forget.
where's Lawler at? I want him in the ring right now, buddy. I done whooped him so many times, more times his mother ever whooped him in his life. I'm going to whoop him today again, and I'm going to take that belt away from him.
Well, the Southern heavyweight title is at stake. I don't know why, Dave. I don't picture Cowboy Don Bass as being the singer.
I think you're right. I noticed he wasn't at all anxious to favor for the tune. Here's the King. Southern heavyweight title in hand. And it's on the line in this match today. This one's going to be a one-fall special 30-minute time limit match for television. Introducing at 301 pounds from Greasy Corner, Arkansas, the challenger, Cowboy Don Bass, and going against him, the current holder of the Southern Heavyweight Championship from Memphis, Tennessee, 234 pounds, the King, Jerry Lawler. One fall, 30-minute time limit. Jerry Calhoun, the referee for this championship match.
Back from Austin Idol. So I got a feeling the King is ready for the challenge by the veteran tough guy, Don Bass.
Oh, the answer's a right fist with a right fist. I think you're right. Lawler probably cherishes that belt more than just about anything in the wrestling business in all of his career. The Southern heavyweight title has been considered his belt. Lawler down on the mat right now.
Yeah, I think, at least from our angle, the referee can see it, but Don Bass grabbed his hair and jerked him off his feet.
Yeah, the referee suspected that. He was asking him about it, but as you say, he did not see it with his own eyes. Therefore, Bass got away with it that time. Now, pulling on the tights. Bass said, now what are you going to do? Accuse me of pulling hair again? I didn't pull his hair. No, he didn't. He pulled the tights. That's also illegal.
Bass has quite a career. He's been involved in a lot of titles, a lot of them in tag action. His partner, Dirty Rose, they made quite an awesome tag team together.
Well, they sure did. A couple of big guys. Don weighs in at 301, and his partner weighed about the same when they were together. They were a huge tag team.
A lot of the wrestling fans that don't like Don Bass, Dave, they make fun and call him a little fat man and that sort of thing. Let me tell you, he is stout as an ox. And one thing about having that weight the way he does, his center of gravity is low, and he is a tough son of a gun to get off his feet and to keep off his feet.
Referee checking with him. Suspicion of a foreign object in there.
Knowledge of Don's long career, we wouldn't have the slightest doubt about that, would we?
No, that's burden of proof would be on him there, right?
That's true.
Oh, back in the corner. Lawler whips him across the way. Oh, Don Bass moved, but Lawler caught himself. Yeah, the King just outsmarted Bass there, no doubt about it. Bass thought he had him coming in the corner after him fast, moved out of the way. Lawler kind of suspected he might do that. Bass still going to the tights quite frequently there. I think maybe he has brought something in, or maybe he's just trying to throw Lawler off.
That could be. It could be a psychological move. This is a touchy point with the King, but I think his hair is looking good. That always is a reminder that he lost his hair in that match with Idol that Rich participated in. I think it's coming out and looking real good. Now that we finished with the fashion commentary, let's get back to the wrestling. Wow, the King.
Well, he touched the strength there in the middle of the ring. Oh, yeah. Tap it with a right hand. King head slammed into the top turnbuckle by Don Bass. Southern heavyweight belt on the line. If you joined us late, we're 3 minutes 45 seconds into it, a 30-minute time limit match. Lawler defending against Cowboy Don Bass. Cover by Bass. He got him a count of 2.
Boy, when you talk about a big knee, that's a big knee that Bass has.
Again, the 2 count. Lawler's got to be careful because with the weight that Don Bass has, if he can stun Lawler long enough, just for an instant, with all that weight, he's got a shot at holding him down, but Lawler with a strap down, and here he comes. Oh, Lawler shoved into the referee by Don Bass. Jerry Calhoun is down. Jerry Lawler back up on his feet. He's got Don Bass in the corner.
Referee still down. Brickhouse Brown. Ought to be. Well, the referee's not up.
Referee's down. You got to have a disqualification here. Brickhouse with a clothesline, and then Brickhouse out of the ring. There's a cover by Don Bass. There's a count of 2 and 3.
Come on, Jerry.
We've got a mess here is what we got. We got Brickhouse Brown jumping in and nailing Lawler. Bass takes advantage, gets the cover, and the count of 3.
Oh, yeah.
Brickhouse picks up the belt.
A new Southern heavyweight title holder, and boy, did Lawler get robbed in that one. Referee Jerry Calhoun is still got cobwebs, and Lawler's telling him in the crowd saying, hey. He jumped in the ring and nailed Lawler, and there's no 2 ways about it. Calhoun confronting Brickhouse now, and the crowd saying, yes, he definitely did. He jumped in the ring. Yes, sir, he jumped in the ring. You know it. Calhoun took the belt away and gave it back to Lawler. Disqualification, all right. Lawler goes after Brickhouse with a belt. Bass grabs him. Now it's a 2-on-1 situation.
There's Dundee. That'll even it up. And there goes Brickhouse Brown and Don Bass. Lawler double team there. Dundee now has picked up the belt, and Jerry getting back up on his feet. Jerry still has the Southern heavyweight title after the reversal by the referee, the disqualification of Don Bass.
Well, I'll tell you, Dave, I was getting double-awed hot because Lawler having his belt stolen from him, no excuse in Brickhouse being in there. Dundee earlier had $3,200 lifted off of him by a couple of guys. Lawler going after Brickhouse, and referee Jerry Calhoun saying, hold it, please. Let's not be tearing the station down here going after Brickhouse. Not that he doesn't deserve it. So, still the Southern heavyweight title holder, the king, Jerry Lawler. Timeout. We've got some standby matches. We'll check it over, and we'll be back in a moment. Because, by golly, it's coming your way. I'm talking about championship wrestling on Thursday, July the 9th, Paoli, Indiana. Paoli High School will be the scene of the action, and then on further down the line in July, on Thursday, July the 23rd, Owensboro, Kentucky, right there at the Sports Center. More on those, of course, a little bit later on. Now, let's take a look at the entire card coming up from Evansville. I told you enthusiastically, and I mean action just brimming out all over in Evansville with a Southern tag title when the Clones, that's Paul Dangerly's new tag team, will be challenging Billy Travis and Mark Starr for the Southern tag belt. Battle of the Giants. Earthquake Ferris going to have to back up what he said about Big Bubba. Mid-America title, Jeff Jarrett and the Moondog, but Big Bubba's going to be in the corner of Jeff Jarrett. Bruno, of course, in the Moondog's corner. International tag, Dundee and Johnson challenging Tanaka and Diamond, and then Jerry Lawler and Brickhouse Brown. Oh, hit! young man who's made amazing strides, the AWA Rookie of the Year, Jeff Jarrett. Jeff, my boy, always good to have you out here. Well, it's a learning process, isn't it? You've been in just over a year, and son of a gun, it looks like you learn something different every day.
You sure do. You learn something every day, and you know this feud's been going on a long time, Lance. We've had all kind of matches, and finally, you know, this feud started over the Mid-America belt. He came in with
You
the
won it from Moondog's spot,
That's right. He brought the title in the area, and I won it from him the first weekend he was in. The first week he was here. But now I got another shot at it, and as you know, what's the stipulation? I got Big Bubba in my corner. You know, I've had a lot of matches with Moondog, but it always seems Bruno's sticking his little nose in somehow. Maybe that's his job, and I give him credit. If that's his job, he does a darn good job of it.
He does.
That's right. But this week, I got a little equalizer for him. Big Bubba's in my corner, and he told me, Jeff, he said, don't worry. He said, I'm not going to interfere in your match. I might not even look in the ring, but I guarantee you I'm going to keep my eyes on Bruno. I'm going to keep my eyes on Diamond, Tanaka, anybody who tries to run in. So this week, we're going to find out, Moondog, just how tough you are when the odds are even.
Well, that's one thing I was talking about, the learning experience, Jeff. You're smart enough to have learned, and now you got Bubba sitting in the corner in there for this particular match.
That's right. We're going to find out just
I'll
how...
be interested next week when it comes
you,
off. Okay, buddy. Jeff Jarrett heading to the ring.
One fall match coming up here. 10 minutes to be the overall time limit on it. Introducing out of Memphis, Tennessee at 232 pounds. Over on the left of your screen, Keith Robertson going against him. 190 pounds. Nashville, Tennessee. Jeff Jarrett. One fall, 10-minute time limit. Jerry Calhoun, the referee.
Okay-do. Robertson. Big youngster. And Jarrett right away uses his own weight against him and does it again. Took that momentum and put him right over on the deck.
That's right. Inertia. You get a body in motion and one that weighs 232 pounds. And if you can get it off balance, you can use that 232 pounds against Keith Robertson in this case. And that's exactly what Jeff did very well twice.
Jarrett into a standing side headlock on Robertson. Good shoulder. Boy, he had his feet set very nice. Whoa! Sunset flip right over the top of him. Takes him up one. But he doesn't get the one.
Well, this Robertson has become quite a rugged wrestler over the months.
Well,
he put on some weight, too.
You know, I was going to say, David, a lot of guys say, oh, I weigh 140 pounds and all, and you look and, okay, if that's what you say. This is a guy who I think he weighs more than 232. I believe he's bigger than that.
He comes off the ropes, and Jeff Jarrett was not there. He had moved into the turnbuckles. Robertson's head. Jeff put him into the rope. Nice drop kick. There's the cover. Two. He got it. Boy, he put him away real quickly there after he got the advantage on him. 1:31 seconds the total time, and Jeff Jarrett gets the victory. Take a look at the drop kick. What a pretty sight it is. Robertson into the ropes, off of it. Jeff sets, fires, and just a perfect one. A textbook example right there. Count of three, and Jeff gets the victory.
Boy, and I'm going to tell you, you called it such a beautiful thing. Absolutely nailed him right on the point. He knew what he was going for.
This is ours as long as me and the Moondog. Jeff Jarrett, let me tell you something. I don't care what you do. You can't beat this man, and you can't fight your way out 42 Kane Boulevard. I got a point to make. I'm going to make it quick. Well, let me tell you something right now, Lance Ruckoff.
Yeah?
It's real easy to jump on the downtown train, see? But that Downtown Bruno don't let you jump off till the end of the line. Moondog cannot be beat by that skinny goof Jeff Jarrett. And if he brings that big, fat goofball, Big
he will
Bubba,
bring him for the next match.
that don't mean nothing. He can bring Big Bubba. He can bring the National Guard. It don't matter. You ain't going to beat Moondog's spot. And you can't get it done no matter how bad you get. And once you jump on that downtown train, baby, you can't jump off. It's like Mama said. Oh, yeah. It beats that way. Downtown.
Seems to me I've heard that before. Okay, well, let's guys get up
And
in
you're
the
going to keep on. Where's our opponent? Where's that?
He will be in here. You go up there and let us know.
We ain't getting there till that punk comes out here. Who's it going to be? Do we get Lawler? Do we get Jarrett? Who do we get this week, huh?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, we thought we got somebody with talent. We thought we had to get Jarrett or Lawler or one of these guys, Dundee. Oh, we got somebody with talent.
Bruno, get up to the ring. God night.
Up in the ring right now, Jim Jameson out of Memphis, Tennessee, 216 pounds, and Moondog Spot out of parts unknown, but Downtown Bruno in his corner.
Oh, yeah, the Downtown Bruno, you know, these beautiful clothes. You know what I mean? Brooks Brothers, Woolworths, whatever. Oh, yeah. It's like Mama said. It beats that way sometimes. We ain't been to 42K Boulevard for a while. We ain't mentioned it. But we're going to mention it today, baby. 42K Boulevard, downtown Pittsburgh. And that's where we're coming from. That's the way we're coming on. We're getting bad, baby. We're getting funky, baby. Look at this Jameson. Look at us. We're showing him what we do. We're showing him what the Moondog be doing. Oh, 42K Boulevard. Bring that microphone over here when I'm talking, Lance. The people don't want to hear you. They don't want to hear
When
Dave
you're
Brown.
not talking.
I'm always talking because I'm the best there is. 1, 2, 3. It's like Mama says. Bring it. It's like Mama says. It means that way sometimes. Yeah.
Well, that's Downtown Bruno. Non-stop nonsense is what it is.
Good grief. A little over a minute, about 1:08 the time on it, as the Moondog Spot takes a measure of Jim Jameson all the time. Bruno over here running his mouth. Moondog Spot gets the victory. It was a non-title match, but you can see him waving that Mid-American belt around.
We'll be taking a look at another one of Downtown Bruno's products in just a moment. We've got Earthquake Ferris, and he'll be in the ring right after we take time out.
Mama says it bees that way sometimes. 42K Boulevard.
What else is new, Bruno?
What else is new? Let me tell you something. Oh, yeah, Big Bubba, he had all kind of big plans. He wanted to have all kind of different tag matches, 6-man matches, elimination matches. He wanted to get his hands on Downtown Bruno. And he even had him right into the contract or something like that there. Now, once one of the guys got eliminated from the tag match, they were not allowed to come back to the ringside area. They weren't allowed to come and help me.
That's right.
He had it in his little demented little mind. Big body, little pea brain, you know what I mean? He thought maybe, he could get a hold of me and he could hurt me. He can make me suffer. He didn't. Come on, son.
Let me tell you something. Bruno's paying me a lot of money to beat up a lot of people. But I ain't gonna do it for money, Bruno. I do it for the love of putting people in the hospital. Hey, I got 29-inch guns, 29-inch bazookas, and they could hurt anybody at any time. I'm a lean, mean fighting machine. And that's the way it is. A lean, mean fighting machine.
Hey. He didn't count. Big Bubba didn't count on the ace in the hole. He didn't realize. He didn't realize something. He didn't count on the ace in the hole. He didn't count on the earthquake. He didn't count. This guy didn't count on earthquake. Earthquake, take care of this.
Earthquake Ferris. We will introduce him.
The man.
First look here on
Earthquake
Championship
Ferris.
Wrestling.
Go ahead and take care of this guy. I'll keep Lance around down here.
Now, that's okay, Bruno. You better go over there in the chair and take care of the match.
I ain't going to no chair. The only chair I'm going is your chair. You know, let me tell you something. Ring that bell so I can talk.
Would you mind if we got a referee in there?
Hey, here he comes. Look at this skinny goat now. Ring the bell. Tell him to ring it. Just ring it. Just ring it.
He may very well still be groggy from that shot that he took when Don Bass threw Jerry Calhoun, or rather threw Jerry Lawler into Jerry Calhoun. Now, ring it. Bell time. We're off and running, Dave.
let me tell you something about 42K Boulevard. Let me say something about what Mama says. Sure, Mama says it be's that way sometimes, but I want everybody to listen to one thing. Lately, I've been getting a lot of garbage from a lot of people. I've been getting a lot of stuff. Well, I'm shooting this straight for the heart, if you know what I mean, Lance Russell. I am the best that you've ever seen. I am the best talker that you've ever heard. I am the best manager that's ever walked through the side. I'm the best manager that's ever been through here. I'm the one that's the women's pet and the men's regret. What you see is what you get, or what you don't. That's better yet, baby. I am what it's all about. I am the man. I got the plan. I'm the one. I'm the one that gets that reaction. I'm the one that makes everybody in all the auditoriums in the arena stand up, holler, scream, whatever. I get the reaction because I got the charisma. I got what it takes to bring the house down. It's like Mama says, it means that way sometimes. And if you don't think I got it, if you don't think I'm the man that got it all, if you don't think I'm the man for you in them multi-million-dollar numbers, well then give me a break. Goofy. I'm the one, and don't ever forget it.
1, 2, 3. As he pounds Ed Mattox into total submission. Wow. Big Bubba comes ripping into the ring. John Paul out, Big Bubba is out there with Earthquake Ferris after Ferris destroyed Ed Mattox. Now they're trying to get them back apart. We have the ring filling up.
Boy, that may not be easy to keep them apart. They weigh about 800 pounds between them there. Look at that.
Yeah, they're trying to pull them apart. Big Bubba and Earthquake Ferris. Ferris throwing guys right and left. Piles right back into Big Bubba. That Ferris just dumped Keith Robertson out of there like he was nothing. And look at Bubba. He's back at him. How's this? Couple of huge bulls.
What's the deal here, huh? What's the deal here? This shouldn't happen to me, not when I'm out here.
Some more guys come out. Travis and Jarrett trying to keep Big Bubba back away, and Earthquake Ferris going around the corner. He picks up a chair. He had it for a second. And look at Bubba. He's going through the ropes after him. Big Bubba.
They were just trying to slow him down long enough so that they could get Earthquake Ferris back to the dressing area, and that's what they finally did.
You're talking about a couple of real bulls, man. Those are big bulls. And here comes Bubba over here. I believe he found somebody he really does not like in this Earthquake Ferris.
I just give him a little taste of what he gave me in the ring the other night. Me and that fat ox, both of us are together. Coming this coming week. Well, let me tell you something, Buffalo Butt. When I get your big behinds at the ring, I'm going to show you what real pain's all about. I'm going to show you some legitimate 25-inch guns. And I'm going to lay them in across your fat skull.
Right off the bat, I could start with a list of about 200,000 that I would rather have mad at me than I would have Big Bubba.
Yes, sir.
Oh, boy. Earthquake Ferris, I don't know that much about him, but I do know one thing. He's bitten off a huge chunk. We'll find out whether he can chew it or not.
You're right.
When that match comes up with Big Bubba and Earthquake Ferris. Boom!
Yeah.
You know, you always see that classic picture of bulls and things in Africa when they're fighting, and and all, and they ram into each other head on and mountains.
And the ground shakes.
Yeah, the earth
That may
shakes.
happen.
Oh, boy. Big Bubba and Earthquake Ferris, they are coming. Look out, world. We'll be looking for that one. We're going to take time out. We've got another standby match coming up. We'll get to it in just a moment. Wednesday, Evansville Coliseum, son of a gun. I love it. I'm telling you what, the action is going to be something. Earthquake Ferris against Big Bubba. You've got a Mid-America title match. and an international tag title match with Diamond and Tanaka defending against Bill Dundee and Rocky Johnson.
You got it, brother. Well, you hurt the superstar where it does the most. Where you hurt anybody the most, you take the pocketbook. Well, I'm getting my pocketbook back, Dad. You're right. You stole it, and I won the battle royal. Well, we're going to beat you right in the middle of the ring, and that ain't stealing, brother, and that ain't bragging. The Soulman, the superstar's taking your belts.
That's right, lads. You see, we're going back here because me and Bill Dundee's been all over the world together, brother, and we are like brothers. We traveled all up and down these highways, and we done it all. So once you hurt the superstar, you hurt in the Soulman. And if you hurt the Soulman, then you're going to hurt the superstar. So let me tell you something. Now we're on a revenge, and we on payback. I'll tell you one thing, brother. Take it to the bank. Show up. Me and the superstar will be there.
Jerry Lawler goes against Brickhouse Brown. Let's take a listen to see what the King has to say.
You know, this is a match that I've been waiting for a couple of weeks. Every wrestling fan that saw the title match that I had with Austin Idol knows what Brickhouse Brown has done. And everybody that saw the television here today saw the title match that I had with Don Bass knows what Brickhouse Brown has done. And most importantly, Brickhouse Brown, you know. And you know why you got a tail whipping coming. And you know why it's going to happen this week when I get you one-on-one. This week, you don't have a referee shirt to hide behind. You can't stand there and threaten to suspend me or have me fined if I bust your mouth wide open. You can't do that this week. You can't hide behind any partner or any referee shirt. It's just you and I. And let me tell you something. If you think you had it tough growing up in the projects, that ain't nothing compared to what it's going to be like when you step in the ring with the King. And you can call me the King of the Rednecks if you want to. But I'm proud to be the king of all of these wrestling fans, and I'm going to make them proud of me when I get you inside that ring this week, because I'm going to give you the beating of your life.
In the ring right now, we got Keith Eric and the Thunderbird. Bill Dundee is here at ringside. Rocky Johnson is here, and we're just about set. They got this expiration of time match underway. All right. Referee says, let's get it going here. So, looks like it's going to be Bill Dundee starting against Keith Eric. He's got an expiration of time match. Keith Eric running to the turnbuckles. Over in the corner of Dundee and Rocky Johnson. Dundee makes the tag. Soulman, Rocky Johnson coming in. Eric wraps up the left arm. Rocky undoes that and kicks him back. Look at Rock go. And weighs 275 pounds, and he can still move. Keith Eric hanging back close to the corner, and his partner, the Thunderbird. Thunderbird has not been into the matches yet. Rocky over to his corner. The superstar, little Australian, Bill Dundee. Shoulders were down. Keith Eric was upset. Why are you counting? I heard him ask the referee. And the referee said, because your shoulders were down. Both shoulders are on the mat. Count starts. That's the way the rules are. Dundee rams him over into the turnbuckle while Keith Eric is there. He takes the opportunity to tag his partner, the Thunderbird, a very large Thunderbird. He'll weigh in about 275. There's a tag by Dundee. Soulman, Rocky Johnson. Rocky. Boxing footwork there. Rocky wades into the middle of the ring after him. Thunderbird up off his feet. Rocky body slams him almost 300 pounds.
Time running out, Dave. It looks like we got maybe a minute and a half on our expiration of time.
Dundee comes after him. All of them are in there. Rocky's got a sleeper, looks like. Dundee's got a sleeper on both of them. Thunderbird and Keith Jarrett. Referee is going to check him there. Thunderbird's the legal man in the ring. Looks like Keith Jarrett is out. That's it. Referee says ring the bell. 3 minutes, 12 seconds to time, and this one is over with a double sleeper hold put on by Dundee and Rocky Johnson.
Okay, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with some final check with you in just a moment. I don't think there was too much doubt when you saw the Soulman and the Superstar together that they kind of had that thing well in hand, as a matter of fact.
They did indeed.
What an interesting day today, huh?
Yeah, we started this one with a 16-man battle royal. Not only 16-man battle royal, but $3,200 to the winner. With 16 men, each of them puts in $100. Now, there's a little investment right there to make it interesting for them, right? Well, then the promotion matches that total for another $1,600, $3,200 in cash, and then they just battle each other. They eliminating one at a time.
We had a strong field.
Boy, we sure did.
We had a very, very strong
Great beginning. And interesting things happened in that match. Like, for instance, the time when Rocky Johnson and Phil Hickerson were wrestling each other. Yeah. They got over to the ropes. They ended up, one was trying to throw the other over, and they eliminated each other.
Rocky over, and Rocky just held on to. He said, "Man, if I'm going, you're gone."
And so both of them were eliminated at the same time. Gets down to Pat Tanaka, Paul Diamond, and Bill Dundee, the Superstar. Now, Tanaka and Diamond, of course, everybody knows, tag team partners, so they teamed up against Dundee is what happened. It looked like they had him beat at almost half a dozen times, at least 4 or 5 times. They could have gotten a pin, but they pick him up. They wouldn't pin him. They wouldn't go for the 3 count.
Bruno is seeing the $3,200 and saying,
even Bruno's getting upset. Yeah, we were remarking how dumb it was, especially against somebody like the little Australian who battles to the last ounce of strength, and sure enough, he gets him. He got him. He got Tanaka going over the rope. Diamond then rushes him like, you're not going to do that to my friend. Well, Dundee sees him coming, and with his momentum, he takes him too. I beg your pardon. He had pinned Tanaka.
Yeah,
then he
took down there, and then he got up
Diamond over the rope.
Diamond, yeah.
Incredible finish there, but then Bruno with the money.
They took the money.
Yeah.
Book it. He will get the money back.
I think you're absolutely right.
One way or the other. Promotion's going to help him get the money back, but he, in fact, will get that money back. You know, I've often thought about battle royals in there, Dave. It's what I'd like to do sometime, if you had 10 cameras where you could shoot the little individual feuds that are going on.
Oh, that's true.
It is such a mass of action, you can't really, you miss the doggone much. That's the thing about a battle royal. That isn't all we had today. We had a battle royal. We had a Southern heavyweight title.
We had the Southern title on the line. The King, Jerry Lawler, as you mentioned during the match, had some difficulty getting the title back, has not had the title back long. He's got it from Austin Idol. Put it on the line here today against Don Bass. Don claims to be the great singing cowboy. He would not sing for us today. No. We may be fortunate that he didn't sing for us today. I don't know. I haven't heard him sing. But anyway, he went in there. Don Bass weighs 301 pounds and is a tough veteran wrestler. He first got a victory over Lawler because of what happened here. Let's take a look, perhaps, at what was going on.
For those that may have missed it, now right here we're seeing Lawler up on top of Don Bass, and Jerry is pounding him. He's already pulled the strap down, as you can see. And here is Brickhouse Brown. Grabs Lawler, dumps him back out in the middle of the ring, catches him with a powerhouse clothesline, and then there is a cover by Don Bass, and you notice Brickhouse's head disappeared. He left the studio. The referee comes around, makes the count 1, 2, 3, and at that point we had a new Southern heavyweight title holder, Don Bass.
But then Lawler pointed out to the referee what happened. The crowd agreed with Lawler with what happened, and we agree with what happened. We saw everybody saw what happened. The referee reversed the decision. He disqualified Don Bass due to interference by Brickhouse Brown, and Lawler still has the belt. He was declared the victor by DQ.
Well, we have both seen some very strange things happen in wrestling matches, and some decisions that we weren't too happy with. In this case, I was delighted that the right prevailed in the situation, and the justice of the matter was that because I think you mentioned right when it happened that there ought to be a disqualification right now, but Calhoun was down on the deck, and boy, he got nailed hard by Lawler when Bass threw him.
Bass had thrown Lawler into him, and that's what had happened there. Other matches, too. We did get a chance to take a look at some standby matches. Jeff Jarrett defeated Keith Robertson. It was the Moondog over Jim Jameson. Earthquake Ferris. First look at him on Championship Wrestling. He defeated Mattox, but I think he made Big Bubba a little angry, and that could be interesting in weeks to come. Rocky Johnson and Bill Dundee got the win over Keith Eric and the Thunderbird, and that was Championship Wrestling today.
Yeah, we haven't heard the end of that feud between Earthquake and Big Bubba, and hey, we got to go. See you next week. For Dave Brown, Lance Russell saying bye-bye, everybody.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of Championship Wrestling.